What do YouTube? Welcome back to another episode here on Sideline Stories. I'm your host Rob. Here with me today I got Yates and Nnaji.
Mr. Ming himself.
Please stop saying that. Please. Because nobody knows what that means.
I do.
Today's episode 4. Today we'll be talking about NBA and NFL. I think this is our second episode talking about that. We gonna get into
This is our
it
first
all.
episode. We're talking about it.
I think
Oh, we talked about it like a little
episode 1?
bit. No, we didn't.
2?
Oh,
Oh no,
episode one.
it's
Yeah, first.
episode of
But Jameal was here.
the one with Jameal. I upload that because I already got like the footage got messed up, so I had to upload that to make up for the time.
Okay.
But yeah, so if you I'm about to cut that out. No, maybe yeah. If you're new, please subscribe. We almost close to. I think we're at 20 subscribers right now. Well, I need y'all to post it too, like on your stories. Too.
You don't send the link.
Yeah,
I don't know how to
send
get
the
the
link.
link. I don't know how to do the link and everything. If you send a link to the group chat, then I can post it like underneath my.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
That's not the link.
Okay.
I don't know how you do the link stuff.
You could just go to YouTube and then go to the video and then click share.
Didn't know you could do that.
But yeah, if you're new, please subscribe. You know, just trying to grow the channel, create something great over here. But let's get into it. Today we're gonna start with the Lakers and Houston series.
Yep.
The series this man thought they were gonna win. Which
Let me say my
I
piece.
knew-
Let me say my piece.
I knew it was gonna be a 4-1 series.
I really said they wasn't gonna get.
I
another
knew
game.
Houston was
And
gonna
they
get
didn't
one
another
game. I was like, y'all. I hope y'all happy. Y'all got your one game. Congratulations. Y'all
That
got.
was
You gotta
really-
respect
that
the
was really the
offense.
only game. Don't pull up the stats because the stats, y'all stats, you're not gonna be.
You're not gonna be surprised.
You're not gonna be.
When
happy
I
with the
told you
stats.
from the jump.
I'm going to tell you.
I had to give y'all one game because y'all have a great offense, and I knew the Lakers were just gonna lose game 1.
Okay.
Like because
Let me say something. The Rockets played a good game. I'm not even gonna lie.
They never played
Every
another
game
game.
except for the last
You
one
know
was
what
a
happened?
close game.
You know what happened?
It just came back to who had the better team.
Exactly.
And the
Exactly.
Rockets didn't have a better team.
Exactly.
And I told you, I said it's going to be a big if. Didn't I say it's going to be a big if? But I think that we're going to pull it
But
off.
you probably thought it was gonna
But
go 7.
yours was so many ifs that it wasn't gonna happen. It
I
was
know.
way too many ifs.
All they needed was what
It was
Darian
like-
said, the adjustments.
Yeah.
They made the
And
right
they made the
adjustments,
adjustments,
took
and they won.
JaVale and Dwight out the
Yep.
game plan,
Yep.
and it was over.
Dwight didn't play the rest of that series.
It was
I mean,
Marquise Morris.
I get you 100%, but without, we played a good game too.
Not really.
No, y'all did it.
Not really.
Every game was
the only
close.
person that
was terrible.
James
No,
Harden
Russell
had a
Westbrook-
bad game.
Our last game. I'm talking about the
Westbrook-
series. Don't look at
Russell-
the individual
Russell
games. I'm talking about
Westbrook
the.
Russell
bad
Westbrook
for
was
last
asked the entire series,
I mean,
except for game 1 maybe.
Didn't I tell you? Okay.
But he still
Didn't
got
I
his
say? I
shit
said
destroyed by LeBron.
Russell Westbrook has to play great. I said Russell Westbrook has to play great.
That's
Aaron
not
Gordon
him.
has to play great, and PJ Tucker.
That's
has to
not
play
his
great.
game though.
And exactly, and that's the reason why we lost because we didn't have enough weapons. Like I just feel like if we had more weapons, then we would win. Think about it.
But that's the thing. Y'all can't get no more. Like James Harden talking about we one piece away.
How?
Well,
How are you gonna get the piece?
how you gonna get a
What
piece?
piece are you gonna get?
You have no money. You have no draft picks.
At all.
I mean, I don't know.
Exactly.
You're asking the wrong
There's
person.
no- there's
I
no
mean,
one piece
maybe
you can
trades. I don't know how. Maybe we can trade somebody. I just don't think that
This is
Russell
what you
Westbrook and
guys
Harden
need.
work.
This is what you guys need.
Who worked more?
You
Russell
guys
Westbrook?
need Miles Turner. Whatever y'all do, y'all should be trying to go get a Miles
No,
Turner.
that's the thing.
They need
They
that.
tried this. They tried this small ball thing. They need to go get big.
But like they need a big man that can
I just
spread
don't
the
think
floor.
that.
they do.
Honestly,
and that's
they
Miles
do.
Turner. That's
no,
what y'all
we
need
played
to
the
do.
best
They
team in the
can't.
league, bro. Like,
Y'all
let's be
still-
real.
y'all
Like,
would've-
Y'all would have lost.
Y'all wouldn't have beat the Clippers.
Y'all wouldn't beat the Clippers.
Y'all probably-
Y'all wouldn't beat the Jazz.
Y'all would have beat the.
I mean,
y'all
y'all
would've
would
beat
beat.
the Jazz.
I mean, the Nuggets.
the
Y'all
Nuggets.
beat
Y'all
the
wouldn't have
Nuggets.
beat the Nuggets. Who's stopping Jokic? PJ Tucker.
bro,
You see what he does? He's just shooting over him every time.
no.
It wouldn't
Jokic is
happen.
not even that good, bro. Let's be
Oh,
real. Like Jokic is not an offensive player. Like he's not like going
What?
out there and getting you 30.
It
Like
doesn't matter.
AD.
That doesn't matter.
Jokic is
He's
not.
a playmaker.
Jokic is not going to
He's
give
a
you the same thing.
playmaker.
Okay.
But did
And?
you see what he? Now let's talk. Let's transition to the Clippers and the Nuggets. Now, since you want to talk about Jokic, he was the best player in that series.
Jamal Murray was.
No, he wasn't.
No, he
It was
wasn't.
Jokic.
It was
Look up
Jokic.
the stats.
They don't.
Jamal Murray hit every
No, he wasn't.
big shot.
They
Look
don't
up the
win
stats
that.
right now. Go look up the stats.
They don't win
Jokic-
Game 6 without Jokic.
They don't win games.
They don't win games, any game without Jamal Murray.
Jokic was the best
Okay,
player on the
Jokic
court.
was the best player on the court. They're
Yeah.
not. They
So
wasn't
you
gonna
telling
win.
me Jamal Murray is less
Jokic is the
effective
best
of
player
a
on that
team?
team. Yes, Jokic is the best player on that team. It's not.
He's the playmaker.
He's
He's
the
the,
best player on that team.
LeBron to that team.
the
Jokic
best
is
player on that
going
team.
to lose them this series right now, though. PJ
They're gonna
Tucker
lose
wouldn't
it.
have
They're
lost.
gonna lose
We're
that
talking about the
series.
Clippers right now.
Okay.
Clippers, and the Nuggets. The Clippers. The reason why they lost is because of Jokic. They had no answer for him.
That's to
They
me.
had no
And also,
That's
Jamal
Jokic.
Murray went off. Let's be real.
Yeah, but it was really Jokic.
It was Jokic.
It was Jokic.
If you watch the game,
You
you
watch
can
the
see
game.
how he
No,
controlled everything on offense.
I watched it. They said it was like the one thing. It was so simple. They couldn't stop it though because of Jokic. They couldn't stop.
He'll post
How
up
he-
in the paint
they
and he'll
would-
make his reads.
And they would,
They'll try to
also
send the double.
and also he would run a pick and roll with Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray would
And they
flip the
couldn't
ball
stop
back
it.
to him, and he would just look and see. Okay, is he gonna cut? If he cuts, then what is this defender gonna do? Is he gonna help or is he gonna stay? If he doesn't stay, I'm gonna just pass the ball.
Okay, so
If
I
not-
understand that. I understand
If
that.
nobody comes to help on me, I'm gonna just shoot the ball because Montrezl Harrell can't guard me.
If the Rockets played the Nuggets and the Clippers played the Lakers, and it was like a reverse, the Rockets are going to the conference
No,
final.
they
You
not.
guys weren't
No,
gonna
they
fool
not.
you
Let me
guys-
tell you why.
No,
Let me
they
tell you why.
not.
Let me tell you why. PJ Tucker. We did a mix up of like PJ Tucker guarding Anthony Davis. Who else was
And
it?
you saw what
And
happened.
you saw what happened.
Okay, I get you. Nobody in the league is stopping Anthony Davis. Let's be real.
You're not stopping Jokic either. Not with that.
They had the 6
Not
man a
with that.
year that couldn't stop Jokic.
Yeah.
They
Okay,
had Zubac.
I
that couldn't stop
understand that.
Jokic.
But I
So how do
understand
you
that.
think
You
PJ
had
Tucker gonna stop
Jermichael
him?
Green,
I don't-
Kawhi Leonard, Paul
How?
George. All of them could not stop Nikola Jokic.
I mean,
Those are the
You
two
know
best
how
wing
hard it is-
defenders in the
you
league,
know
and
how
they
hard
couldn't
it is
stop
to
them.
defend a big man that passes that good.
Mind you, he's 7 foot.
He's
Jokic
7
is
foot.
7 foot.
and he's slow as hell.
But
But
he
he
can shoot.
still
We're
makes-
outrunning them.
It
Let's
doesn't
be
matter.
real.
It
They're
doesn't
not
matter.
keeping up like the Lakers are.
He slows the
We're
game.
running.
He
We're
might
running
argue,
him out
he
the
might
game.
argue to be the best center in the league.
I think he is.
I think
I've been
I
doing
think-
that.
I think
I think
he
he's
might
better
be
than
too.
Joel.
I think so too.
I think he's better than Joel.
I think so,
I think
too.
it's him than Joel.
You could argue he's better. He's the best center in the league.
But you have to realize the reason why.
The only
Look
reason
up
he
his
got-
stats. Look up his stats.
Look,
Look
hold
up his
on.
stats for the series.
We
Look up
don't
his
even have
stats.
to look at the stats. Let me tell you. Let me give you what. Let me give you my piece. I haven't even said anything.
All right, come on.
Look, you remember in game one, what did LeBron say? Oh, I didn't think that they were that fast. Jokic is slow as hell. He's slow as freak.
That doesn't.
We are running them out the gym.
You
A
missing
faster
You
team,
missing a point.
a better offensive
Everybody
team is
knows-
always going to beat a better
everybody-
defensive team. A better offense, literally, no matter what.
That's not true because
Look at what happened with the
technically, offensively, the Rockets are the best team in the league.
no, not really.
Defensively, the
No.
Lakers are
The
way
Rockets
better.
are not the best team in the
They
league.
were a better offensive group than
Not
the
with
Lakers.
Russell Westbrook shooting fucking 1 for 8.
They were
Hell
a better
no.
offensive
Now,
group than the
if you give
So at game 4, they won at 96 to 85. Right. Jokic had a game of 26 and 11. Oh wait, no, 26 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 turnovers.
okay,
That's game
Clear
4.
but you have to realize Jokic
No.
with different matchups, Jokic is
Doesn't
not doing
matter.
the same thing.
Who's
he's
gonna
doing.
guard him? Who's gonna guard him on the Rockets? Who guards him?
Who's going to guard him?
You
Harden.
guys understand?
Who's
Their
gonna-
game. They're
who's
gonna
gonna guard
slow
Russell
the game
Westbrook?
down.
You see, you mess. You
We're
missing-
going to
Gary
speed it up.
Harris.
You think this is your
Jeremy
your
Grant.
problem when the Lakers play the Rockets. You just think if the Rockets play that game, they could beat anybody. They can't because they can't guard anybody.
I disagree with that statement.
People can guard the Rockets.
No.
Yes, they can.
The Lakers couldn't guard the fucking Rockets.
Then how did they?
All right.
Then how
The
did they
Lakers
win?
couldn't guard
How did
James
they win?
Harden.
Yes, they did.
James Harden had 20 every game.
That doesn't
That-
mean it. That wasn't
that
enough
matters.
pudding.
That
Huh?
was missing the
I
point.
get you. I
No,
understand.
you're
but
missing
James
the
Harden
point.
went off
No,
every
no,
game.
You're missing the
No, he
point. You're not
didn't.
understanding what we're saying.
Huh?
The Rockets' offense can be stopped. We're not saying James Harden. I'm
Okay.
saying the offense.
I don't think so.
How
if they play
how
right.
if they lost?
Bro, the
How
Rockets
if they
didn't
lost?
play right, bro. I'm letting you know
That-
right now,
like,
bro.
that's
They
what
played
we're saying.
horrible. Like they played
They
bad.
do that every year. What are
That's
you talking
their-
about?
like,
They
let's
do that
just be
every
real.
year.
What did you see different in that series that you saw different in the Thunder
And that-
series?
No, what did you see different in that series that you
See
that-
different the
that-
whole season.
No, the past 4 years.
What did I see? I saw fucking Russell Westbrook do what the fuck Russell Westbrook
Okay,
does.
well, okay. What happened
Not
last year?
shit.
What happened the year before that?
2
Don't
years
say the
ago,
Warriors.
3 years
Don't-
ago,
don't say the Warriors. I don't
3
want
years
to
ago
hear
we had it. 3 years ago we had it. Then Chris Paul got hurt. we're up 3-2 on the Warriors.
It's always an excuse.
Y'all
It's
still
always
y'all
an
still-
excuse.
Oh,
Every
bro,
year it's an
you're not
excuse.
beating that team without Chris Paul.
It's a
Let's be
different-
real.
It's a different excuse every
You guys
year.
still had a lead.
Every year.
That's the crazy part. Y'all still had a
Oh my
lead.
gosh, bro! Against
Every-
Curry and
Y'all still had
that
a
team
lead.
that
Y'all still
year
had
it's an
open
excuse.
threes.
Every year you got an excuse.
Wait, what
is
year?
it now?
That year didn't No, they didn't.
Look
have
at
the best-
Jokic.
Every year.
They
Jokic
didn't have
had
the best.
34 in Game 5. Jokic had 34, 14, and 7.
How much did Murray have?
Murray only had 21.
It doesn't matter. He had
9
34,
and
14,
13.
and
God
7.
damn!
Yeah,
How much did Jokic have?
34 and 13 for 22.
exactly. So
59% from
go to
three.
game 7. Go to game 7.
I really think you like sleeping on Jokic.
Yeah, you
No,
are.
I think that Jamal
You
Murray,
just- you just
Jamal
think
Murray
Jamal
hit every
Murray's-
big shot. If you watch the game, bro,
If you watch- no,
he
if
sealed
you-
the game,
no,
bro. Like he
no.
was
In Game
he had-
7, the game was already over in the third quarter.
Okay, but I'm
over.
saying like
It was
nah,
over.
Nah, they had.
It was over. It was over. Did you watch that game?
Jamal had 40.
It was
Jokic
over when
had-
Chris Paul hit the
But
back of the
Jokic,
back.
this is how Jokic won the game, though. Jokic had a triple double.
he had a
He had
triple-double.
he had 22 rebounds, 13 assists.
Jamal Murray had 40.
Exactly, he had a great game.
Jokic
Jokic
led
15
the
for
way the whole
26
game.
was
Hold on. Hold on.
Jokic
Hold on.
led the way
Jokic
the whole
shot
game.
5 for 13, while Jamal Murray shot 15
Okay,
for
but
26.
look at everything else.
Okay,
But
you're
100% from the free throw
You're just
line.
looking at scoring.
22
Jamal Murray.
rebounds.
Jamal
You're
Murray,
not-
100%.
You're
Okay.
just looking at
22.
scoring.
I'm not.
You're just
Let-
looking at
let's go.
scoring.
Let's look.
That's all you're looking
22
at is
rebounds.
scoring.
They
Huh?
both had 5 turnovers.
Okay.
He had 13 assists. Jamal Murray had 5. He had 3 blocks against the
Look at
Clippers.
play.
Let's-
He's
let's-
not
let's-
look at
athletic.
plus or minus. His plus or
22 to
minus was higher.
15.
Okay.
He's the better.
Exactly.
He's the.
You just look at scoring. You need to look at the whole
And you
game.
gotta watch how they play.
Exactly.
Let's go points responsible for.
I don't think they.
I mean, obviously,
You don't want to
obviously,
do that. If it's
obviously,
close,
Jokic
it's
is going to have more because he has more
Exactly.
assists.
Exactly.
So what are you arguing? So what are you arguing?
I'm just arguing the 40 points is like.
So you're
damn.
just looking at scoring. Exactly.
I'm not
Yes,
looking at
you are.
scoring.
You guys said the 40 points.
How about this?
The 40 points is damn. Like damn.
You're
40
just looking at points.
shooting 15 for 26.
You're just looking at points.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, let's do this.
What do you mean?
Jamal Murray's the best scorer,
Yes,
but the best player
that's
on
what
that
I
team is
Didn't I
Nikola
say that
Jokic.
Jamal Murray hit every big shot?
We're
Yeah,
talking
but you're
about the
saying
best
he's the
player
most
on the
important
team.
player.
Okay.
The best player
The
on the
most
team
important
is
player on that
Jokic.
team is Jokic.
But who sealed the deal was Jamal Murray.
Jokic sealed the deal for the team.
Okay.
With grabbing
The
every
deciding
rebound,
factor
doing
was
Jamal
Jokic.
assists. Because look, this is
You
how they
can't
did
spin
it.
this any
I
way.
think you're not giving any credit to Jamal Murray.
We're
He got
not
his
saying
points.
that.
He
We're
was a
saying-
bucket.
We're saying
he hit the biggest
So
shot
Jokic is
in
the
that
better
series.
player on the team. He was the reason. They both were the reason.
They have to
but
double team
Jokic
and
was
he makes the perfect
Jokic
read
was so
every
hard
time.
to guard.
But didn't
that-
they put Kawhi Leonard on
And he
Jamal
It
couldn't
Murray?
doesn't
hold him.
matter. It
No, they
doesn't
put
matter.
Jamal Murray. They put Kawhi Leonard on Jamal Murray.
And they put Paul George, or they switched it. They have Paul George on Jamal and Kawhi on
The biggest
Nikola Jokic. They'll run that same pick and
The
roll
reason-
and kick it to Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic will stand there and make his read, and it'll be a dime.
Exactly. The reason why the Clippers couldn't guard the Nuggets was because of Jokic. He was too big of a problem.
I didn't think that the Nuggets were that good, to be honest.
A lot
I'm
of
not
people,
A lot of
think
people,
they're
we
like-
had it 4-1.
But
Right?
like the Clippers. The Clippers' problem was they just, for one, Paul George is just terrible. I mean,
Nah, bro, you can't say that, bro. You cannot
is.
say that. You cannot say that he's terrible.
he's not terrible.
You cannot say that he's terrible.
I want to see
I
what
think-
he
I
did
think-
in
I
Game
think-
7
I
of
think-
a.
do you- do you know
know
what-
what? Or so is Kawhi Leonard terrible?
No.
Kawhi Leonard's terrible
He
then.
had
No.
negative 21.
6 for 22.
I think
Now, Paul
Negative 21 too.
I think you can really question if Paul George is a star at this point.
You
can.
so you can say the same thing about Kawhi
No,
Leonard.
No, you can't.
No, you can't. This
Why
is the
not?
first time.
Kawhi had a bad game.
This
We
is
know
the
this.
first time he did this.
Exactly.
First
This
time.
is the first time he's
Kawhi
done
has.
this.
I mean, Paul George has a history of this. The last 4 years,
And
he's
when
done this
since
every.
LeBron,
I mean, look,
he's
the
been
last
like
4
this
years he's
since-
been on OKC though.
No,
he
he's
hasn't.
been like this
I mean,
since
yeah,
Indiana.
but the last 4 years, every elimination game he shoots terrible. He plays a horrible game.
He don't got that it factor.
I honestly think that if you can say that about Paul George, you can say the same thing about Kawhi
I mean,
Leonard.
yes, no.
They both have bad games.
Bad games, but
But
And they
nobody's
both-
saying Kawhi Leonard is a. It just went down.
And honestly, bro, like let's be real. He had 14 points. He had 10.
they both had 0 in the fourth quarter. How
They
about
both
that?
had-
Okay, and
Yeah.
then let's go to like previous games. Like I think what's his name shot like 0 for 6 or something
no,
like that.
Kawhi had-
Leonard?
Kawhi had a bad
Kawhi-
series.
bad
Kawhi had a bad series.
Paul
Like,
George had
not
a
a
bad
bad
series,
game.
too.
Like,
but no, we talking about
Paul George
closeout
had-
game. Closeout game.
Game 7.
Game 7.
You
Paul
two are supposed to
George.
be the better players on that team.
Paul
at the end of
George.
the day, Paul George.
Y'all supposed to be
He
the
went-
dogs.
Go
Y'all
back to
supposed to.
stats.
Y'all supposed to be everything.
I'm telling you, we can question now if Paul George is the actual star.
I don't think so, bro. Paul George is still a Paul George.
Maybe he's just a regular season player.
Yeah, you could say that's why he's not a
You
star.
can say the same thing about Giannis then.
You could say the same
Nah.
thing about
What?
Giannis.
Why can't you?
He
He got
still
beat by the
young.
Heat.
He
The
was
Clippers
out.
are not getting beat by the
He was
Heat.
out that game. He was out.
Yeah, he was out, but like
They
he got beat by the Heat though. Still, like I understand
Okay.
that you're out, but
Okay, bro.
Giannis is the Bucks. Like let's be real, you still
Okay,
got beat
but
by
who
the
was his
Heat.
second option on that team?
Chris Mills.
Chris Mills is not that good.
If you can question,
People did this.
About Paul George,
because
you
people
can-
did this for LeBron.
Paul George, look,
People
Paul
did this
George,
for LeBron when he was with Cleveland, so I don't want to hear that.
What they do?
They made excuses for him.
Paul George, and
They said he need a team, so we'll give Giannis another star around him, and let's see what he do.
so, I mean,
So it's Chris.
they had the number one like record in the East.
Yeah.
They were the
but
best team, or the best team.
Yeah,
it's
they
easier
were.
to be. It's easier to be the best team in the league. But you don't got to go into
LeBron-
that
LeBron
and
was-
like lock in on one team. You gotta keep
LeBron was
moving.
damn near the
Plus,
best
you gotta
team
keep moving.
every year in the regular season. When
He
was
never
with
had the
Cleveland.
number one seed.
No, he
He
did.
only had it like twice.
LeBron when he's in
LeBron.
the East.
Yeah, he's
Before-
only had it like
yeah.
twice. Once with the Heat. No, twice with the Heat. Or 3 times with the Heat. One of them.
But
And then only. I don't think he had it when he was with Cleveland.
Yeah, he did.
He had it
Nah,
once.
he was number 2. It was the Celtics.
It was.
No,
It
no,
was
he
the
had
Celtics.
it. He had
It
it
was
that
the
year.
Hawks the first year. The second year they were number one.
No, I'm talking about before that.
Oh, but like his first term in the-
His first term. I mean, let's see when Giannis. But back to the Clippers though. The Clippers, like,
Oh, I was watching this other podcast. They said the main reason the Clippers really did lose because they don't have a playmaker on the team.
they don't have it's a bunch of things why the Clippers lost. They don't
But
have
I think the biggest reason to me is that they didn't have a playmaker.
They
They
don't
didn't
have
have
a
nobody to
playmaker,
slow
bro.
Or
down.
they got
the game.
comfortable.
No,
or let's
that's
stop giving them
another thing.
excuses and they got comfortable.
They got comfortable.
Like,
they,
let's
they,
be real. Like
they thought all year we gonna get to Western
They
Conference.
got
All we gotta
that
worry
hype
about. All we
in their
gotta
head.
worry
Is
about
the Lakers.
is
it's
the
the
Lakers.
Lakers,
That's
yeah.
it.
And they
All
got too
year.
comfortable.
Yep.
They got a 3-1 lead and they said,
Yep.
oh, they took their foot
Cause-
off the gas and
Cause
then they got swept.
all that whole Kawhi not missing games, and it was rumored that he just didn't show up to practice a lot too.
During the bubble?
No, during the regular season, he
Oh.
just didn't show up to practice because he didn't want to.
Kawhi?
Yes,
Dang, I didn't hear about that.
he was missing games because he just didn't want to play.
You think they gonna fire Doc Rivers?
No, they already said they not. So like, they about to lose Montrezl Harrell unless
I think that's a
unless the owner
priority.
just wants to play in the luxury tax.
I forgot who I was talking to.
But
I
I
was
wouldn't
thinking
play.
you need to trade.
Nobody's gonna trade for him.
I think you need to
What you
put
gonna
in
get
a
for him?
package. You
Why
got
you gonna
Trade
get for
Pat Bev
I think they need a guard that come off the bench.
What are you
and
gonna
play
get for?
defense.
What are you gonna get for Lou?
and play defense. No, you need a guard that's gonna come off the bench and give you buckets. Because
But you
Pat
got
Bev is
Paul-
not gonna give you
That's
that.
the thing. Their team was structured like the only reason they signed Reggie Jackson was because they didn't want him to go to the Lakers.
Facts.
Like
That
they
was
did
the only
everything. They did everything this
They
year.
signed
just to
Hakeem
stop the
Noah
Lakers.
and he didn't get a minute in, like during real
They
time.
stopped. They did everything this year. Like they were trying to sign Darren Collison just because they didn't want him to go to the Lakers. They did everything this year just to prevent the Lakers. Like because that was their biggest threat. That was their only team they was worried
That's
about
who
was
they
Lakers.
thought who was their only
Yes,
threat.
that's their biggest threat was based. They needed to worry about
Everybody else.
by game. Pretty much, yeah.
They really barely beat the Mavs.
Yeah,
If we're
if,
being honest.
if we've
They
been honest,
barely
if
beat the
Luka
Mavs.
Doncic and Porzingis are healthy that series,
It's
they
probably
might,
7 games.
7 games. The Clippers might still win, but it's 7 games.
So it's like they were only looking at a team.
Yeah, they thought
that
they were
weren't gonna
better.
see.
They thought they were better than what they was. And Paul George talking about like this isn't a failed year.
He's lying.
He's
He literally
lying
said
like he always does.
he literally said on Kevin Hart's little reality show on YouTube. I forgot what it's called. That this is a championship.
He's a liar.
They
He
come into
always
the
lies.
year as
You
championship
shouldn't have listened to
aspirations.
anything Paul George comes out of his mouth. He
Bro,
lies all
he's
the time.
been lying
He lies all the time.
since I
I
really
mean,
knew he was
like,
lying.
let's be real,
He
you-
said my favorite
okay.
team was the Clippers.
Hold up,
growing up,
pause,
my favorite
pause.
player is Kobe Bryant.
Pause. Let's pause. Because although yes, last year LeBron and like they got injured and everything, LeBron didn't make the playoffs. LeBron, like the Lakers, didn't do anything.
They
had
all got hurt.
They all got
I
All
hurt.
your
understand
starters
it.
got
I
hurt.
understand
They
that.
all got
What
hurt.
are you supposed to do?
Yeah, what are you
we didn't
supposed
have
to
a season this year. Like we didn't have a season. We had a bubble.
Like, what is
yeah.
your point?
I'm just
Yeah,
saying, like
what
it's
is
the
your
first year. Like let's
No,
give him a
that's
year or
not
two.
the same thing.
That's not the same.
What
thing.
you're talking about is not the same thing. They didn't have
They didn't
Anthony
have
Davis
any.
last year. They just had LeBron.
Okay,
This
exactly.
is like what you're talking about is not the same thing. if they just had Paul George, okay, maybe
That's different.
That's different.
Or if they just had
Paul
Kawhi,
George
that's
and
different.
Kawhi.
Okay,
That's not the same.
but you have to like as NBA fans, I feel like we hold LeBron up here because we have to. Like
Not because
LeBron,
he have to. He's earned.
yeah,
that.
he's earned that. Yeah, exactly. We have to do that because he's done that for himself,
Yes.
right? But like him being that, I get you. Like, yeah, he's got injured. Yeah, I understand that. You didn't make the playoffs when he came to LA. Let's give. Hold
That's
up.
not the
Let's
same
give.
thing.
Let's give
That's
the
not the
Clippers.
same thing.
Let's give the
No,
Clippers
that's not
a
the same
year or
thing.
two.
No,
So they can continue. Like they can.
No,
build-
that's not the same thing.
LeBron his
Talking
first
about-
year with the
no,
Cavs,
that's
what they
the
do
same
when he returned back to the Cavs, what they do?
It's
Make
not the
the
same
playoffs.
thing.
But they had players though.
That's not
They
the
had
same
players.
thing. That's not the same thing. What you're saying? If you're the favorite to win a championship, that's not the same thing.
And
It's a
even
buzz.
when LeBron did go, they were still when they were all healthy. December 25th, when they were
didn't
all
even-
healthy, they still were
They
in the
didn't even
playoffs.
get to the Western Conference Finals. It's a buzz. It's a buzz year.
I understand that the years the Clippers like they did horrible.
But
Like
you're
let's be
saying
real.
give them 2 years.
I'm not
Like,
saying
no,
give him a
fuck
year.
that.
I mean 2 years. This
Y'all
year,
have
next
the
year.
team.
When LeBron didn't win the championship his first year in Cleveland, that was a buzz. Yes, it was.
He
Not
not really
injury,
because
though.
it was KD.
No, that was
bro.
a. I'm talking about when he was with the Heat. I said the Heat.
Oh yeah, his Heat. Yo,
That was a buzz.
that was a buzz.
Yeah.
That's-
That was a buzz.
When
He
they
was
lost
so
to
different.
the, when they
So
lost
what's
to
the
who did they
difference?
lose to
They
the
lost to the
Mavericks.
Mavericks.
So what's the difference here? What's the difference?
What is the difference?
Yeah.
Let me see the difference. The difference because you have younger players.
What younger players? What younger players? Who's young?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Who
It-
is
What are you
old?
talking about?
Pat is old.
Is-
Paul is old.
No, I'm talking
Kawhi
about
is
the-
old.
Kawhi. How?
Michael's old. Reggie Jackson
Kawhi is
old.
28.
The only young
Paul
player
George
is
is
Montrezl
30. They're
Harrell
not-
and
they're in their
Lou
prime.
Will. I mean,
Paul George
Montrezl
is
Harrell
30?
and
Yes, he's
Reggie
30. Paul George is 30.
Damn.
They're an old team. They're vets. That
They're
team was
vets.
full of
That's
vets.
a vet team.
That was a
Lou
vet
Will.
team.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe you need a young guy.
Lakers
No,
was filled
no,
with vets. They
there's
only had
no-
one young person,
Stop-
and that's
Stop
Alex
making
Caruso.
excuses for the Clippers.
Hey, Kuzma,
You're making excuses for them.
Okay, Kuzma.
There's no excuse for why they lost.
I'm not making excuses.
They were up
for them.
3-1.
They're up 3-1.
They were 3-1.
I get you. There's no excuse, but I'm just saying.
It's
Like you could take this. You could take the Clippers can take this two ways. They can say, "Oh, it's a bust. Oh, we need to trade people. We need to do this," or they can keep their core.
They
keep-
can't.
They keep their core.
I mean, they have to keep their core,
Keep
yeah.
what the
That's-
guys that they have. Believe in themselves. Go back, work, and
That's-
say,
yeah.
use
That's
this as
the
motivation.
best. That's the
you
best
feel me?
thing for them to do
Like,
is keep their core.
you feel
But
me?
who knows if they're gonna keep Montrez? They
I don't
They
think
gotta
they need
sign
to
him.
trade
It's free.
anybody. I don't think they need to do anything.
no, it's not trading. They have to resign them.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they have the money to resign them.
You don't think so?
They
Because
can't.
look, Jamaica's gone. Everybody's gone. Everybody in that
That's
bitch is
what I'm
going in
saying.
free agency.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how you gonna resign all of them? You paying Paul George and and Kawhi. You gonna have to
Leo's paid for it. Patrick Beverly's paid for it.
exactly. So,
So how
how
you
much you gonna
paying?
get? Montrez is gonna get about. Don't be surprised if somebody gives him like 60, 70 million.
Man, he'll
Don't be
take that.
surprised.
Don't be
Will he
surprised.
take that though?
Yes, he gonna
Will
take that.
Will he be? Is that? Will he be more?
Why wouldn't you take the
Would
money?
you? Would he be more interested in returning to the team?
Why would you not take the money?
I don't know.
This
Maybe
is-
he's different.
this
Maybe it's
is
not
it.
all about the money for him.
This is his only contract he's going. This is his biggest. This is his payday. No player turns down a payday to take a salad to take a pay cut. No.
But it
To
depends
get
on
a
the
ring,
team.
DeMarcus Cousins did it.
There's no guarantee that DeMarcus Cousins that was different. He had
Yeah.
already missed out on his money.
He injured too. so-
Exactly. That's the reason why you don't miss out on your money. So, like,
What team could sign Montrez?
What a
It's
freak
a
is
couple.
DeMarcus Cousins? My fault.
he's
He's
not
free.
He's a free agent because
He got.
he tore his ACL.
Oh yeah, again I did. Yeah, the
Dang, I wonder
Lakers
what the-
signed him.
I wonder what the Lakers will.
And then they dropped him for Dwight Howard.
Cousins.
Uh,
think we'll be better?
Ooh,
They're probably gonna resign him.
DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah.
They'll have JaVale
Oh.
McGee, Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard,
I was
and
thinking-
DeMarcus
speaking-
Cousins.
So he's on a 1 year deal.
Speaking of Dwight Howard, I was thinking.
JaVale
I was
McGee is a starter,
thinking.
though.
I was talking to my friend, and I was like, if you're Dwight Howard and you win a ring this year, do you retire?
No.
He's only what, like
32.
I think he's 34. He's 33 or something like that.
No, you don't retire.
You don't retire?
mean,
I think
if
I
he-
would retire.
Nah, if he want,
honestly.
if they want to resign him, he want to come back. Nah,
That's
This is-
the only,
this will
only
be
if
his
the
first
Lakers
ring.
resign me though. I don't think I would take my talent to another team.
This will be his first ring too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you don't resign. I mean, you don't go anywhere else. You try to stay with the
You
Lakers.
try to stay with the Lakers, but if they don't resign him, I say retire.
Are they gonna sign? Are they gonna resign JaVale McGee?
Who
I don't
knows? It depends.
He's a starter though.
I mean, he's
He'd
a
still
starter.
be like
but yeah.
5 minutes a
Dwight
game.
Howard gets more minutes than him.
Yeah.
he plays the first quarter,
Yeah.
and then that's it. He should have got Gus Edwards.
So but they have to keep the team. Or that they have to try at least, because that's the best bet. They're trying to win again. And they're gonna have to take the season more serious.
Like they're gonna have to get to.
They have to take each team more serious.
Yeah.
Also,
That's
me and my friend was talking about it too. He said that it was chemistry for them.
Oh, it was.
Chemistry.
They had no chemistry at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Another year, that's a first year problem.
That's their fault.
But I was also saying, like, chemistry is kind of overrated, in my opinion.
No, it's
But
not.
saying he explained to me that he was talking more like trust and stuff like that. I thought he was talking about,
Chemistry.
like, on course.
No.
Like
Trust.
scoring.
No. Trust comes with on-court play, too. You
Yeah.
trust the player.
But I also
And
feel like
also,
they
bro,
played enough together.
No, they didn't.
No.
No, they didn't, because they already
Now,
said
how is that fair, though, to make... How are you going to make that a problem?
it is a problem, because that's their fault, though. They didn't have chemistry. They didn't. They thought.
But
they were sitting players
the
out.
Nuggets been
But
all
you're
year.
in a bubble. How did you guys not get to know each other? He was in there for 3
No, I'm not
months.
talking
It's
about.
not
I'm
that.
talking about before the bubble. They had no real chemistry either.
Also, the Nuggets, Jamal Murray been playing with Jokic from the
Yeah,
beginning.
they definitely had
So
chemistry.
like their two stars are like they're brothers basically. They've been playing on the same.
I'm not
team.
saying
That
chemistry
doesn't
can
matter.
go, but I just
that
think
does,
chemistry
that
is a
doesn't
little...
matter. I'm talking about building chemistry. You have to build chemistry to win.
Exactly.
Chemistry
That's-
is a little
that-
overrated. Like,
Paul
I don't think
George-
no, it's not.
that's the
George-
reason the team
No,
was
it's not.
winning.
It helps a lot for championship DNA. It helps.
So what about
If you're trying
Kobe,
to win a championship, you need chemistry.
Kobe and Gasol?
They had chemistry.
Exactly.
But I'm not saying chemistry is like not a need for a team. I'm just saying it's not as
just
it
imagine
or
it
it
is.
as
It
high.
is, bro.
You
Just
ask
imagine.
You ask LeBron, it is.
Just imagine you have a brother playing beside you, and you know where he's at all times because you know his game. You know, so
Exactly.
you and him like feed off each other. If he doing good, oh yeah, go.
But for
I'm
the-
gonna do good
But
too.
for the Clippers, for me, it's not even like what they did offensively. It's more for what they did defensively
It's
and
both.
how they
It's
didn't
both.
trust each other to like
Also,
switch on
it's both.
screens. or
Exactly.
stay on
That's
screens.
chemistry.
That's chemistry too.
That's
I got it.
chemistry.
That's talking. I got it. I got
Yes,
your help. I
that's
got
what
your
it
help.
is. It's talking.
But
I
like,
got your
okay,
help.
okay, I hear you. But if you have two great defensive players,
That
No,
doesn't.
no.
that
If
doesn't
they're
If they're
matter.
not
It does
communicating,
matter.
defense don't mean shit.
Exactly.
If
but
they're
I
not
thought,
communicating, defense
but I
don't
thought
mean shit.
Paul George and Kawhi are supposed to go way back.
That doesn't
I
matter. I'm
don't
talking
know.
about team chemistry.
I don't.
Paul George and Kawhi.
But
could
they
be
were the
cool,
ones that were getting cooked in the pick and roll.
But it's everybody. It's talking. That's another thing.
But
That's
yeah,
talking.
you're playing when a defense like it's 5-on-5.
Yes.
Like just because you're playing two players on pick and roll, like I
Yes.
can still send help over there
Exactly.
and get back and rotate.
Yep.
You feel me?
Yep. It's communication.
The
You
whole
have to talk.
team, like pick and
Everybody
roll is
has
not
to
between
talk.
two people.
Yeah, it's not just two people talking.
Pick and roll is
Everybody
between
has to
2
talk.
and 5.
Everybody has to talk.
hear
And
that.
switch and the
They
zone
weren't
too.
doing
The
that.
zone didn't what's
Yes.
his name go in the zone?
Yes,
and,
they
yeah.
did. They
The
were
Clippers didn't
cooked
have
that
really
zone.
good shoot. They didn't shoot good. Let's be
They're-
real.
That's chemistry. It's all chemistry.
They didn't
had
trust
no-
each other
they
to
didn't.
shoot the open shot,
They
and then
didn't.
when
They
they
don't really. They don't.
and probably from my like when they weren't hitting their shots, they're like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like you feel me? Like
It wasn't.
you know like
So what the hell were they doing this whole time?
They thought they were good enough to just get to the
Yeah.
final. All they had worried about was the Lakers.
they
That's
thought that
really
they
it.
was gonna turn on the show when
Do
they
you
get
know?
into the
Do
conference
you know they
finals.
didn't? I think I think after the All-Star break, their starters only played like 10 games together.
Yeah.
That's chemistry. Like they were just sitting people out just to sit them out. Like Paul George, he was banged up, but
He got healthy over there.
like Kawhi just was missing games just to miss games.
But Kawhi do that though.
Yeah, but that he doesn't need to do that. He just does that because he knows he can get away with that. Because he did that with Toronto, so everybody's like, well, he won a championship. Yeah,
If he
should.
stayed in Toronto, oh my gosh, bro, they would have been cold.
Yeah, they would have went to the finals if he stayed in Toronto.
Mm,
Yeah, they would have went to the finals.
that brings up our next one.
Let's get straight to it then. Boston versus Miami. That series is 2-1 since of yesterday. Shout out to the Boston Celtics for getting their first W against the
That
Celtics
shocked
for
us because we
yesterday.
didn't think the Heat could.
No.
I got a 7. What I got?
No, we thought that he was gonna get out by the
Game 6.
last round.
Well, yeah, but I wasn't shocked.
I don't
Oh, the
think-
Heat. The Heat.
I wasn't shocked at the Heat because I had no faith in the Milwaukee anyway to get it.
I
across.
was. I knew this year was over. Game 3.
Well, I just like. Remember, I said it wouldn't shock me if the Heat beat them because like I don't think
They did.
I don't think the Milwaukee's gonna get to the finals anyway. So that loss was it was.
I thought the Milwaukee was gonna get to the finals.
I knew they wasn't getting to the finals.
So why do you have so much faith in Giannis if you knew that they were?
It's not Giannis' fault. I mean, yeah, he's the leader of the team. He's gonna take the blame because he's the
Yes,
best player on the
bro.
team.
Yeah.
But
That's what I'm saying.
who was his second best player on his team? Like Eric Bledsoe is not that good. Like
Middleton
is a regular season player.
He's
He's a third
assistant.
option. He's a third option.
Third?
Let's call it
Who's
what it
second?
is. No, he should be a third option. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
He shouldn't be a second option. Like, you got Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez is cool. But, like, do you really think, like, are you scared of that team when you look at them on paper?
Yes, I'm scared of Giannis.
But I'm talking about the team.
Yeah, they're the number
I
one team in
think
the
they
East.
were a well-rounded
Nobody's
team.
scared of them.
They
Everybody's.
were. I don't think people were
But
scared of them, but I think people knew they
everybody
were
said-
well-rounded.
I don't
that
even
doesn't
think
matter.
They had to go in locked in
It
against
doesn't
that team.
matter.
You can't go into that.
This is
The
the
Heat
thing.
didn't go into that like they went against the Pacers. How about that? I think they went into that knowing
No,
that
this
they
is-
got to take every
This
game.
is the thing with them, though. Like, they said this last year. Like, nobody's scared of Milwaukee because all you have to worry about is Giannis. If you can stop Giannis,
You
then
can stop that team. But the
Yes.
problem was before Giannis was playing. Well, Giannis wasn't playing that much minutes, and the Bucks were still playing good.
Well, that's what people thought he was hurt. Because why? What are you talking about?
And
You
didn't they
only
win a
played
game
30
when
minutes?
Giannis was hurt?
They did.
So Giannis wasn't even a factor.
No, but
when they won that
played,
game-
he played that game. He got
He
hurt.
only
in
played
that
like
game.
the first quarter. What happened?
But that's what I mean. Like,
I think he only played the first quarter.
they might have been able to win that series had he been healthy. Maybe.
Nah,
Maybe.
they had the foot on it.
Maybe.
Guys.
I think.
So
he
wait,
was-
hold on. If Paul George is going like this on the decline in your eyes, is Jimmy Butler going like this?
No. No.
No.
Jimmy Butler's a good player.
Jimmy Butler's a good player, but
But he's
you
the same player. He
No,
gonna
you
do what he
giving Jimmy
does.
Butler way too much credit for that team's success.
It's,
So
it's-
who?
way too
I
much.
think-
What's the
who not-
what? Who's
I think I'm
credit
telling
is it?
Jameal. Bam. It's first of all, it's
No,
a
it's not.
well-rounded team.
It's not just him.
It's a-
It's
it's a
exactly.
team.
It's not
That's
just
a
him.
team
He's
right
a
there.
big part. He's the leader.
Yeah.
He's
He
the
is
leader.
Yeah.
But he can have nights where like he'll score 30 points. Then the
And then
next
he'll
night,
go 13.
No, then the next night he only scored 13. Because
like-
that team is so like
That team is
connected.
good. Yeah.
and like they run a lot.
That's chemistry.
Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler said.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler said at the All-Star break, at the podium when he was getting interviewed and stuff, that they run the game through Bam. Bam is probably the most important player on the team, but like Jimmy Butler's the leader. But like Bam, they run a lot of their
That's
offense
why, like,
through Bam.
Yeah, Bam is important. Like, but like
And they can
Butler-
shoot too.
Yeah, he can shoot.
They can
That's
shoot.
the thing. Like
Bam can't shoot. He's
no, Bam,
he got a
but
mid-range.
Bam is so athletic. Like
Yeah.
he does everything.
That's why he
So
can-
do you think the Celtics are going to lose this series?
I think it's gonna go seven. I've been going
I think it
seven.
can go either way. Honestly, right now, what I'm looking at.
I said on Twitter, I believe, I'll be surprised if this series doesn't go seven.
See, this is the thing. Like Miami matches up with them so well because
Yeah.
Boston don't have big men like that. They don't.
No, they don't have
big
Dale
men.
That's the only
Nice.
problem.
And
But
Robert
that's
Williams,
why
the
what you
Heat
call
shoot
matchup.
better. The
And
Heat
it's
shoot
Kansas.
better.
Yeah,
Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson going
Yeah.
crazy.
but like
But
that's-
Boston has like better ball handlers and get to the basket.
Boston has the better stars.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
But the Heat
Can Milwaukee
have better
Milwaukee
role
good.
players.
Kim
Yes,
Walker's,
bro.
Kim Walker's not playing. They should have never signed him to me. They should have
Why?
never signed him.
They wouldn't be
The
where they
only
are
reason,
without
yes,
Kemba
they
Walker.
would. Yes,
No,
they would.
wouldn't. No,
Yes,
they
they
wouldn't.
would.
No, they wouldn't. No, they
Yes,
wouldn't.
they would.
How?
I feel like he's.
How?
I feel like
you
he's.
gotta
he's
guard
holding
him. You gotta guard him.
He's holding them back
How?
because
Who's gonna who could they have signed and be in the same position they're in right now?
what does he do?
He gets a
Everything.
What does he
He
do?
literally got the
Everything.
bucket.
He's the third option on that team.
I mean, Jason
So
Tatum.
Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum.
Yes.
Jalen, he's a second. Jalen Brown is
No,
not.
he's
the
not.
second
Jalen
option.
Brown is the second
Jalen Brown
option.
is not.
Jalen
Jalen
Brown
Brown
is
has
the
to do
second
too
option.
much to do
Jalen
the
Brown
second.
is not the second
Let me
option
tell you
on
why.
that team.
Let me tell you why. Let me
Brown's
tell
the
you why.
second best
Let me tell you why.
player
Jalen Brown has to do too much to be the second option. He has to
Jalen Brown's
defend.
not the
He has to
That's
rebound.
why I
He has
say
to
he's
do.
the second best player on that team.
He's the second best player, but he's not offensive go-to. You're giving it to Kemba Walker.
I guarantee if you look up player efficiency rating, just all around stats, Jalen Brown, in this whole playoffs, has been a better player than Kemba Walker.
I'm talking about
This
go-to
series?
offensive
Not just
players.
this series. Kemba Walker's
But the
inconsistent.
players-
I'm talking about go-to offensive players when they need
I'm
a
not
bucket.
just talking about. All,
You're
Jason-
giving it to. You're giving it to
Jalen
Tatum
Brown.
first of all. Let's
Giving
not.
it to Tatum.
You're
yeah.
giving it to Tatum
But
in my eyes. You're
Second,
giving it to Tatum.
second is Jalen Brown.
No.
That's their team.
The game that they lost.
Kemba
Didn't
Walker
they
is the
just
third option.
No,
He's
a second in
He's
my
an
opinion.
afterthought on that team.
No, not with
Yes,
the,
he is.
I can't agree with
Yes,
you on
he
that
is.
one, man. I can't agree with you on that one.
He
I'm
is.
sorry. I
Jalen
can't.
Brown is the second
I
option.
can't, bro. Kemba Walker is too
Kemba
good.
Walker is
They,
inconsistent.
for one, that's a team. Like they work together as a team with a lot of pick and rolls
Alright,
and
let's
ball
see.
movement.
Let's see.
But he went 19 for
he had the most. He's second in shooting. Marcus Smart be taking like dumb threes. You see, he took 13 threes.
Marcus
would
Smart is
pull up the
allowed to
court
do
and-
that, bro. Marcus
and
Smart can do
launch
whatever
it.
he wants in the Celtics. Ooh! You see that?
He threw a dot. He threw a dot.
Oh, shit. We watching the
I
Chiefs
told
game.
you.
So
The
look,
Chiefs and
Jalen Brown
Chargers
had
game.
he had a negative plus minus. So is
Oh my-
everybody else. Well, except for Daniel Theis. But he had the highest. He was -6. Kim Walker was only -4. They both, and then Kim Walker.
But honestly, let's be real. They both played bad games in the both games that they lost. Like Jalen Brown had the opportunity to tie them or put them up that 3-pointer and he missed it. So I'm not saying that just because you miss a 3-pointer to put you off, because
I've actually,
Jason Tatum.
I've been trying to figure
Or
out
block.
too, like in my head. You guys might think I'm crazy, but Jalen Brown, I have him like I think he's a small forward, so I'm like 6 or 5th. I can't remember where I'm at. And
Best in the league.
yeah, and I think it's between him and Brandon Ingram for me. So
Like-
I've been
like
thinking.
no, he's a 2.
He's a 2,
But
but
he's
they're
a
just
3.
so they're so
Like,
small.
if you go to Basketball Reference, he's a 3. So that's why I went to. He's the 3.
But he do be getting up there, and he got some
Because it
long
goes
ass arms.
Kemba and then Jalen.
Oh,
Kemba,
no, no,
Marcus.
he starts at the 3 right now. Yeah, because they don't have big men.
Yeah, but
That's why he
like,
starts at 3.
And then with when they were like regular, it was like him at the 2, and then Gordon Hayward and Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
and Daniel Theis.
Yeah, so
I mean,
he
But
is a 2.
when you go to Basketball Reference, he's labeled a.
Yeah, right now, yeah, he's a 3.
So I've been thinking, well, if he's a 3, right? I've been thinking who's between him and Brandon Ingram, who's better, right? So
I'll take Brandon Ingram.
I would say Brandon Ingram. The
I'm
only
taking
reason I
Jalen
put-
Brown because he's been further. That's it.
Okay, I can respect that. But I can also say that the reason I'm taking Jalen Brown Brandon Ingram over Jalen Brown, just because he's like a better shot creator, a little bit better than Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown's more of an aggressor.
He's a spot up
More
shooter.
skillful.
Jalen Brown
If
is
that
like a
makes
spot up
sense.
shooter.
Jalen Brown's a better
Jalen
defender.
Brown's drive on your ass.
Jalen
He will drive, but like he's not. Brandon Ingram is like breaking you down and shooting a fadeaway, or not even a fadeaway, or
Yes,
going to the
he-
basket. Jalen Brown is not breaking you down and going like shooting fadeaway mid ranges like Brandon Ingram, or like shooting threes like Brandon Ingram. Jalen Brown is getting the ball off this like this,
Nah, I don't think you've been watching enough ball. He'll take the ball off the dribble. He'll dribble that ball and drive.
like Brandon Ingram.
Yeah. No, he'll take it to the rim. Brandon Ingram probably
Exactly.
step it.
That's what
That's
I'm
what I'm saying.
saying.
He's an aggressor.
Yeah.
And Brandon Ingram's more skillful. And Brandon Ingram's a good defender as well.
Jalen
But
Brown
it's
is
when-
skilled, but I get what you're saying.
it's like for me, they're right there. Like it's 5 or
Oh, yeah,
6.
yeah,
So
yeah,
you saying that
they're right there.
that Brandon Ingram and Jalen Brown are like this?
Yeah.
But how can you say that when Jalen Brown has been further? He's done more.
But it's not only on Jalen Brown. He's been on better teams than Brandon Ingram has.
That's true. Cause
How?
do you think Jalen Brown's a better player than Devin Booker? No, but he's been further.
No, but that's two different things.
No, but that's basically what you're saying.
Nah, because Devin Booker he's proved himself. Devin Booker's
Brandon Ingram
Okay.
proved himself this
Okay.
season.
Nah,
he did prove himself,
nah,
but I get what you're saying.
nah,
This is his
nah.
first year that he did this.
Yeah, like Brandon,
Okay.
They're in the same year.
Alright.
They're both year 4.
no, I'm saying
But I think-
Jalen Brown has been going
I get what
he's
you're
been
saying.
going at it.
I
You
get
feel
what
me?
he's saying. He's saying basically
Jalen Brown has been doing
Jalen
this
Brown-
for 2 seasons.
No,
yeah,
but
he's
Jalen-
been consistent.
Yeah, Brandon
Ingram is
the
not
first year.
consistent.
This is the
But
first
Brandon,
year.
we saw glimpses of greatness from
No,
Brandon
but
Ingram.
glimpses
last
of
season,
greatness.
He's saying he's more.
Jalen Brown is great
he takes
already.
his game up every year.
Okay, so Brandon Ingram has done the same thing so far.
But he hasn't been to the
this-
playoffs.
This is his first year that he
But
really.
he hasn't had to do that on a bad team. He's had Kyrie. He's had Isaiah Thomas. He's had Jason
But
Tatum
and he's had all those players, and he's still been playing steady. Brandon,
I'm not saying
Brandon,
he's not-
Brandon
I'm not
Ingram
saying he's
had
good.
LeBron. Brandon Ingram had
and they were all injured. That's not,
I understand
they were
that, but
all
still,
injured.
I
Brandon
get
Ingram
you.
got
I
an injury
understand
at
that.
the end of the season.
I don't wish injury on no player, but I'm saying
Okay, I do
I'm
have
saying,
Jalen
like-
Brown over Brandon, but I was trying to think which one.
I'm saying Jalen Brown is a way better player. Not a way better player.
Not
better
way
player.
better, but right now,
Yeah.
it's close. But
If
I'll
you
say
take
Jalen Brown
if you switch positions now,
How about this? Let me think about it like this. Take Jalen Brown off the Celtics, put him on the
Okay.
Pelicans. Take Brandon Ingram off the Pelicans, put him on the Celtics.
the Celtics are beating the Heat easy, because that's what you're missing. A playmaker, a one that's going and shoot you. You feel me?
So what are you
And
saying?
him, and you could put.
So basically,
you
saying,
could put. You
so
could put.
saying Brandon Ingram is better.
No,
That's what you just said.
Say it.
Brandon
I
Ingram is
said-
more versatile though.
But if you take Jalen Brown off, you're missing defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jalen Brown's a better defender.
Yeah. Jalen Brown is a way better defensive player.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like I'm trying to figure that out. Like,
I mean,
I
honestly,
need to see next year.
Yeah.
But
you need
like
to see
right
next
now,
year.
it's for me. It's like they're right here next to each other.
It's like right here.
Brennan gonna get his money. Jalen Brown already got his money.
Yeah.
So,
But
it's gonna be interesting for
it'll be
me.
interesting.
Is the Pelicans gonna make the playoffs next year?
No, I don't think so.
I gotta
I
see
don't
off-season moves for I make
I don't think so.
something.
They haven't hired a coach yet either. I don't.
Nobody
think
has. No,
It's too early to do that.
Only
What's
the
it called?
Brooklyn
You haven't
Nets.
even done
Yeah, Nets did.
Brooklyn. Brooklyn gonna be so cold. I can't wait to see that, bro.
Let's move on. Who is we on now? Did we talk about the Lakers versus Nuggets series? We kind of got into it a little bit.
Yeah, I could see this series going either like 4-2 or 4-0.
Lakers versus Nuggets. I got Nuggets.
I'm the same with Yates. Like, I only got it like the reason why I have it 4-2 is my respect for Jamal Murray,
And
Mike
Jokic.
Malone, and Jokic.
Yeah.
I had to give the same thing I did for the Rockets. I had to give respect to James Harden and Russ and all that to get at least a game.
But
Like,
the difference in this series and last series,
for the Nuggets, it's like you got two different players on that team,
yes.
and they have the best player on their team in LeBron James, who's a floor
Yeah.
general. That's what they didn't have to worry about
Yep.
last game,
Nope,
last
they didn't have to
series.
worry about
Also,
And that's a better defensive
Yeah.
team.
Like,
Like,
and
the
let's be
Clippers.
honest, the Nuggets aren't that good defensively.
They're not.
They're not that good defensively.
They
Jokic
foul a
can't
lot.
guard
They
AD.
can't guard.
or
AD.
Paul Millsap.
Their best defender is Gary Harris, and he's not the
that's
best,
their best
defender
Yeah.
in the league.
Yeah.
But
Or
the Lakers
Jeremy
core,
Grant.
the Lakers core is their big man, right? It's their JaVale McGee,
You
Dwight
say that's
Howard.
where they got busted position? At?
That's
That's
their
their deepest part of their line.
yeah, that's their deepest.
Okay.
That's where they're going.
Yeah.
That's where they're going to hurt you at. The Rockets, it's their guards, right?
Okay.
Right. So what I'm saying is, the Nuggets, it's kind of like their big men. They have Paul Millsap, Jokic. It's like who has the better big man. It's two different matchups. You feel me?
Yeah.
So the Lakers had to make adjustments to win the Rockets, to beat them.
the Lakers.
The Lakers can play their game and still beat the Nuggets. You feel me?
That's
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's
I
what I'm
understand. The Lakers can play that. Like you see, Dwight Howard gonna play a lot in this series. He played.
They're
real good
thinking about
last year.
starting him for next today. It's a
You
game.
can, but because
I think he should come off the bench.
I think so
Me
too.
first. I think
I
it's
think
better
he
if he
should.
come off the
I
bench.
think
Start
he
the second
should.
quarter.
He can get more minutes. but I
Yeah,
think he
definitely.
should
That's what he's been doing most of the season.
Like,
He's getting the most minutes.
Also, that whole comeback in the second half, that's not gonna happen against the Lakers because
We got
for one, LeBron already said like the one main thing they got worried about with this team is second half comebacks. So they not gonna take their foot off the brake on this team because they already know this team is capable.
I'm coming
Coming
back
back.
from 3-1.
Nah,
Like they did it
that's-
twice already.
So
That's not gonna
the
scare
Lakers.
them.
The Lakers aren't going. LeBron not gonna let that happen. He wants, and he feels like he just got. Well, I don't know if he got snubbed, but he feels like he should have got more votes for
He quote
MVP.
unquote, it pissed him off.
Yeah, so he's motivated now.
I think that the Nuggets is gonna win. Mark my words. They're gonna win tonight. It's gonna be 1-1, and then they're gonna win. What's today? Sunday. They're gonna win on Tuesday.
Nah, they don't play again until Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah.
And they're gonna win again on Thursday. It's
Some
gonna be
kind of break or
2-1,
something.
and then the Lakers gonna win the next game. It's gonna be 2-2. Yep.
That's Laker hate for you.
I just can't back the Lakers. Like, you expect me to say the Lakers are gonna win?
I expect you to be not
analyst.
biased. Yeah.
I'm not biased at all. I'm not biased at all.
That's
I
right.
just think that the Nuggets is.
So what you gonna say when the Lakers win the championship?
Lakers is not winning the championship.
You know, this is a fun fact. The Lakers, if they win this year,
the Kobe.
Yeah.
Bro, that's so amazing.
and
bro.
also if they win this year, they would have won the beginning championship for every decade for the last 3 decades.
Damn, that's crazy.
It is.
But it only makes sense if the Lakers win. So I'm gonna just make it. That's the only thing.
And
I
if we win, we would have tied the Celtics for most championships of all time.
Facts. And Braun will get his fourth ring.
And
Hopefully,
hopefully his finals MVP. But I think
He'll be the
I
first
think Anthony
player.
Davis might get it, but
it's gonna be Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis been putting
it
up
might
more
be tricky.
numbers.
It might be tricky.
And Anthony Davis
I
been
hope
putting up more
LeBron gets it.
numbers.
How do people win the MVP?
I don't know.
Just like,
No, it's a whole bunch of stuff. I think it's like analysts and
because I'm
everything.
pretty sure for football it's fan vote.
It's
kinda.
both. It's both.
It's both.
Yeah, it's kind of both. They take it both. But like,
LeBron got.
I think LeBron gonna
I think
because he didn't get regular season MVP and
I still just think he's gonna be the best player on the court. At the end of the day, he's still gonna have the most impact on the team.
Yeah.
Just like Iguodala, he wasn't the best player on the team when he
that's the
won.
thing though. If Anthony Davis averaging 38 and 14,
That's gonna make it tough.
he's gonna win finals.
The only team I think he'll average 38.
Are y'all crazy? Y'all still have to beat the Nuggets first. Like he talking about the finals, he haven't even beat the Nuggets.
I said
and you
if.
still have to go against the Lakers. I mean, you still have to go against the Heat and the Celtics.
I said if. I said if.
No,
All right, so
that's a big if.
if the Lakers do get to the
See, this is Lakers
what
fans.
team would you be more worried about?
Miami.
You'd be more worried about
Because
Miami.
they have Bam.
Yeah, they have a better big man.
That's it. I
But
wouldn't.
Now,
Bam is not playing the
you
whole
have
game.
Bam, but
I
we
wouldn't be
also
that
have
one.
two bigs. That's something that they have not had to go against.
You have to realize the Heat shoot better though. The
Well,
Heat
yeah.
shoot
except
way
for
better.
the Bucks, but they.
But that's the thing about the
They don't.
Heat also. Like they haven't played anybody that they really get nervous about either.
You don't
I don't
think
think they're
nervous
nervous
about
against
every.
anybody.
They're nervous against every
No,
team.
they're not. The Heat.
That's a
I don't
young
think they-
team.
I don't think they're nervous about anybody.
I think they would be
You
nervous.
watch Tyler Hero?
Bro, Tyler Hero's been playing like this.
He got him through.
Tyler
That's
Hero's been
what I'm
playing like this
saying.
since
I don't
think-
since
ball
he's been
came
playing
down.
like this.
I don't think.
He's not scared.
I don't think
He's
they're
not
nervous.
scared. He's not nervous.
But
I'm
he's
saying
not
like
nervous.
he is nervous. I'm just saying like, bro, they are thinking about teams like, damn, okay, this team like
Exactly.
in the playoffs, yeah.
Exactly. You're not gonna really think, damn, I'm playing LeBron, Anthony Davis in the finals. It's the Lakers.
I mean, yeah, that crosses
That's
the
what I'm
mind.
saying.
And he's
But
a
that's
rookie.
not gonna make me nervous.
And he's a rookie.
No, we don't know. We don't know yet. We don't know.
That stuff affects people. It does.
Now, if Jason Tatum get to the final, he gonna dunk on LeBron again. Mark my words.
They're not gonna win though. They don't have any big man.
Yeah, they don't.
They have nobody to guard.
and in
AD.
the 4 position,
Yeah,
that
they-
4 position
that-
is horrible.
They can't put Jason Tatum on.
They can't put Gordon Hayward on.
or Dwight
They
Howard.
can't put Robert Williams.
Yes,
They can't.
that's they.
They'll be fucked.
They'll be
that
in
team,
trouble.
That's that team's weakness. They have no big man.
And that's
They'll
the
try to
Lakers.
play
That's the
Enes
Lakers.
Kanter.
That's the
They can't
Lakers.
play in his canter. He plays
trump
no
card.
defense. Oh, he's all offense. In his canter is no defense.
Who would guard? Like, say they go AD and JaVale. Who would guard AD? Daniel Dice, right? Or
Yeah.
Jalen Brown?
No, not Jalen Brown. It will have to.
JT?
It will
Yeah,
have to be probably
Jason
Jason
Tatum.
Tatum.
JT can't hold AD.
He can, but
But
it would have to be.
Can Jason Tatum hold? Can AD hold Jason Tatum? Who's gonna guard
Oh,
them?
yeah. I mean,
Who's
yeah.
gonna guard
I
Kemba?
trust AD.
Who's gonna guard Jalen Brown?
We
Who's
have
gonna guard?
Caruso's gonna guard.
Okay, but you've seen what Caruso. Caruso
KCP
couldn't even stop guarding.
KCP probably take Kemba.
I mean, nobody's.
Danny Green
I mean,
probably
yeah,
takes
you're right.
JT.
But I'm just saying, like,
LeBron probably
And you
picks
acting
up
like-
Marcus Smart.
You acting like
AD
Kemba
probably
Walker
guards
really
JT.
like-
bro,
that.
Kemba Walker's doing Rondo. He's doing Rondo. Like,
Kemba Walker's
Crazy.
not consistent.
They won't put Rondo on
You
Kemba
give
Walker.
you give
There-
Kemba
who would they
Walker
put?
way too
Well,
much
I mean,
credit.
they might put
Rondo was guarding Harden for a time.
Is that-
Or Caruso might be on
Caruso doesn't
Jalen
start
Brown.
though.
Yeah, he does. Right now, does.
Nah, Caruso don't start.
But it's
I mean,
Rondo.
he gets starter minutes.
It's Rondo, Green,
Rondo don't
LeBron.
start. It's Danny Green and KCP that start.
Rondo don't start.
Oh, I thought Rondo started.
Mm-mm.
Damn. Is who's KCP gonna guard?
KCP,
He's
KCP been playing good
defender.
defense.
Yeah,
He gonna guard.
He'll probably take. I'm saying he'll probably take Kemba, and then Danny Green probably
Kemba's
take
gonna
Marcus
work.
Smart.
Marcus
Bron's
Smart
probably
gonna
take
go-
Jalen or
Oh my
JT.
God.
honestly, at the end of the day, it honestly comes back to like who's gonna play better. Not even who's gonna play better. Is Kemba Walker gonna produce? Because that's Kemba Walker
That's
has to
your
produce.
point. Is he gonna
Kemba Walker has to produce for
That's
this
gonna be
team.
his first time in the finals. First of all, this is his first time
Getting this
in
far.
the Eastern Conference.
Yep.
But then if they make it to the finals, it'll be his first time.
So
They'll
They'll have to,
probably be something for
honestly.
him.
They have to produce now. Like, let's be real. Like, they're in trouble now. Like, the Celtics are in trouble now. Not in trouble, but they're in trouble. They're down 2-1.
Each game has just been a battle. Each Heat Celtic game, bro,
Yeah.
it's been a battle.
Who got more grit at the end of the day? But
Game
I got
three kind of going to
But I got out of that series, I got Heat winning. So it's gonna be Heat and the Nuggets.
Game 3.
That would be the worst finals.
No, I mean
in the
game
world.
4. I probably
That
need to
would
see
be a
game
terrible
4.
finals.
That would be the worst finals ever.
That'd be a horrible finals.
The
But all
Heat
right,
and the
let's
Nuggets.
move on. Let's move on. Moving on to the football, NFL. So I was reading a lot of there was a lot of stuff that popped up in a couple of weeks about Russell Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
They said I think Bill Belichick he said because he plays Russell Wilson this upcoming week today. He was asked what does he think about Russell Wilson. He said he doesn't think there's a better quarterback in the league than Russell Wilson.
He's just saying that because Tom Brady left.
And then when Russell Wilson asked if he thinks he's the best quarterback in the league, he said,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm not mad. He said, of course, he's supposed to say that.
So who do you guys think is the? Who do you guys
Patrick
think
Mahomes
is
is the best quarterback.
Patrick Mahomes?
Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback.
Yeah.
Easy.
Like
You think Patrick Mahomes?
Easy.
Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league.
I don't.
He got snubbed in that player
Top
voting.
100.
That was
the worst.
I couldn't believe that.
That shit was so bad.
That means, you know what that tells me? People still don't believe in Patrick Mahomes.
And he proved it. The crazy thing is
He proved it. He proved
Oh,
that.
he's not proven today. 9 to 17.
I mean, yeah, but
What is he? 13 for 27?
that's bad.
Yeah,
126
sure.
yards?
They applying pressure.
They're applying pressure, but like Patrick Mahomes is still the best quarterback in the league. You
Yeah,
compare Patrick
I think
Mahomes. Now, to me, you could argue Russell Wilson in second. You could argue that.
you can argue that.
You
but,
can argue he's second.
and then you could put Lamar at 3.
Yeah, you could. You see, you can make
But
that.
then you can
argument.
also make an argument that it's split. But I think that's a weaker argument, like a harder argument to
Yeah, that's
make.
a
I think
harder
Russell
argument.
Wilson's the number 2.
Yeah, he's number 2. He's not.
What
Number
about Aaron Rodgers?
And Rodgers like 4th to me.
Aaron
4th,
Rodgers is
5th.
still top 5 to me too.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers.
What about Tom Brady?
He's not top
No,
5.
he's not top 5 no more.
What?
He's not top 5.
No, he's not top 5. Not no more.
What about Drew Brees?
Drew Brees not top 5.
No, Drew Brees definitely not top 5. I think if you, Deshaun Watson might be top 5. I think Deshaun Watson is better than Dak Prescott.
Deshaun
Yeah,
Watson?
100%.
You got Deshaun Watson
I
right
think
now?
that Deshaun Watson is one of the most important quarterbacks.
While he's losing to the Ravens
His offensive line is horrible, and his that team around him is not. He did not.
right
put
now.
a good team on.
He is 20 for 29.
He's a good quarterback. He's
220.
He's
But
an
is he
elite
the
quarterback.
top?
Right
is he
now,
a top 5
Yes,
player?
he's not top.
I mean,
top 6
quarterback.
Yeah, top 6.
so who's that other player? Who's?
I'll say probably.
All right, name your top 5 quarterbacks right now.
Well,
I gotta
order
look at
or
it.
no? I'm gonna just say not order. It's not order. I'm gonna just say
Pat,
Pat,
Russ, Lamar,
yeah,
Rodgers.
and I'll probably say Deshaun
Brees.
Watson.
You got Drew Brees is not better than Deshaun Watson.
No, I don't think so. I think Deshaun Watson is better at this point.
Respect.
I think at this point.
You're making some bold statements.
At this point, just arm strength and every. Oh my God.
Is that a pick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I gotta put Drew in there, and Deshaun at 6.
Yeah, I would do the same
I
thing.
mean, I wouldn't be mad if you put Drew Brees at 5, but I think. I just think that
He's a more important player.
he's more important. He does more, he does way more. That
Of
offensive
course.
line is horrible. That offensive line, that's probably the worst offensive line in
In
the
the
league.
league.
And he makes plays with his legs. He's like Russell Wilson. He creates plays.
Who, Drew Brees?
No, Deshaun Watson.
Oh, Deshaun Watson.
He creates plays.
I think once he gets an old line, I can give him time in the pocket.
Oh, he's gonna be
Top 3.
to me right now, Kyler Murray's a top 10 quarterback.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray is
it's
dangerous. Kyler Murray is very.
He's a dual quarterback. He
Yeah.
can launch it, and he could.
He's.
You think
very
Josh
good.
Allen is a?
I think he's proven this year that he's better than what I thought he would be. He's a legitimate starter.
It was a disappointment. Josh Rosen.
Yeah, last year I remember I was over your house. You were like, he's horrible. He's so bad.
Josh Allen.
He was like, he can't throw nothing or something.
He's
like
not. He improved his accuracy. His arm
20
strength was never the problem.
24 for 35 today.
Yeah, he improved his passing
117.
ability.
And he got
I was wrong about him.
He was you can argue that he's the best passer of the ball in the league.
Who?
Like he's top 3 next to Aaron Rodgers.
I think
Josh
it's Aaron
Allen.
Rodgers.
Well, arm
Next
strength.
to arm strength. Yeah, arm strength.
Arm
Like
strength,
he's next
yeah.
to like Patrick Mahomes and or he's above Patrick Mahomes. Some people think he's better. Like he could throw farther than Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
It's arguable.
Yeah, it is an argument to be made for that. Yeah.
But nobody's more disrespected at the quarterback position than Lamar Jackson, bro.
No, I think
It,
Russell
it
Wilson.
was specifically by Madden. Madden don't fuck with Lamar, bro. I promise you they
Yeah, but Russell Wilson has never had a MVP.
Yeah, that's why.
That is crazy
So,
though. That is
him,
crazy.
It's him and Steve Young are the only quarterbacks that ever gets to 35,000 yards
Yeah.
and not win
Yeah.
a MVP in their career.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
That's why that's going into my next question. Who do you guys have winning MVP this season?
This year, ooh.
Lamar Jackson.
I don't think it's gonna be Lamar.
I
If
got
Lamar Jackson goes to if Lamar Jackson goes to Super Bowl,
You know
yes.
what?
Well, the MVP's before. It's regular season.
I'm gonna not say the regular names. I'm gonna go Kyler Murray.
I think for me,
I'm gonna go
Isn't
Kyler
this his
Murray.
like second year? In the league?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Kyler Murray.
I think me, I'm gonna go
Lamar Jackson's is like what, his third?
Lamar. This is third, yeah.
Look up his stats for today's game.
Who?
Lamar?
Kyler Murray. I think he has 2 rushing touchdowns already.
He has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He's 23 for 33, 248. The game's out of here.
Well, how much rushing yards did he have?
Let me see.
I think I'm gonna go with Russ.
I think I'm gonna go with Russ.
I can see that.
Russell Wilson.
I can see Russ.
And I even remember last year who I told you.
Who?
I told you Cam. Last year.
Nah.
You think Cam?
Ooh.
I
saw him talking
I think
major shit
I think
after
I
the
would
game?
love
Yeah.
for him to. I think I would more love for Cam because I think Cam to me is my favorite like quarterback of all time, just because of how like his swag and his like demeanor going into games and stuff like that. Mine is
Tom
him and
Brady.
Drew Brees. My favorite quarterback right now is Lamar Jackson because to me that's our
My favorite
generation's
quarterback.
pick.
My favorite quarterback right now.
Tom Brady.
I mean, is Mahomes, but I like Deshaun Watson. I really like Deshaun Watson a lot.
Always try to wish that a player other than a quarterback wins MVP. So if you were to think of a player other than a quarterback to win MVP, who do you think would it be?
It'll probably be running backs.
I'm saying like a certain player, like what player that crosses your mind?
For running backs?
Not in running backs, like any position.
Hopkins.
Think Hopkins?
Mhm.
If C-Mac's injury, Christian McCaffrey's injury,
He's full foot. Came back.
okay. If Christian McCaffrey injury isn't bad, I think I got Christian McCaffrey to win a MVP. I think he's the only
like
quarterback.
95 or 97? He plays 97.
97% of their offense.
Yeah.
But I think
But they're not good though.
That's the
The
problem.
Panthers is not good at all.
That's the problem.
Yeah. Panthers aren't good.
You
They're
can't win
gonna be
MVP
bad.
off of an ass team.
Who y'all think gonna be the worst team in the league?
The Washington football team.
No, I don't.
The Washington football team.
Surprisingly, I don't
Oh.
think they're gonna be the worst team in
I
the
think
league.
the Broncos.
I think the Jets are gonna be the worst team in the league.
Oh, I forgot about the Jets.
The Jets are gonna be the worst team in the league.
Because they don't got shit.
The 49ers, they just lost
The
everyone.
49ers lost everybody. Oh, did you see they just said that they're scared to play on turf now?
Who?
The 49ers.
Because why?
Because they've been getting, all these players have gotten injured.
Right, you grow up your whole
Solomon
life.
Thomas is out. Pretty much, he got torn ACL. They got 2 players with torn ACLs. The quarterback is out 4 to 6 weeks. Mostert is probably out, probably like 2 to 3 weeks. Their whole offense, Debo Samuels is out.
They're done.
Richard Sherman's out.
Richard Sherman's out.
George Kittle's out.
George Kittle's out. Like,
Garoppolo's coming back probably next year, right?
no, he's out 4 to 6 weeks.
Oh, but what did he
I
do?
think it's his shoulder.
No, it's his ankle.
What did he do? He just rolled an
He
ankle?
tweaked his ankle, yeah.
And you're out 4 to 6 weeks?
A sprain, it could be bad.
Bruh,
high
Bro,
sprain,
come on
low
now, bro.
sprain,
Like, let's be real. Like, come on now.
Have you
like,
ever sprained your ankle?
of course.
You must have had a low sprain.
I've
ankle.
sprained my ankle before.
Like bad? Yeah, I
Yes.
probably had a great like.
I've
No,
never-
mine was bad. I couldn't
I've
walk.
never had a high ankle sprain. I've had a low ankle sprain,
Yeah.
but I've never had a high
Yeah,
ankle
do
sprain.
you understand, bro? I've had ankle sprains. The worst pain I've ever experienced,
I couldn't
was
even-
probably an ankle sprain. Yeah,
Where ankle sprains
Yeah.
are bad.
they're bad, but
Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they
nigga,
take
give
them
you a
off the
week,
hill.
nigga, you're straight.
No,
No.
not for
I
certain.
say
Then
They
you
got
got a
sprains.
low ankle sprain. You don't got a high ankle sprain.
High ankle sprains are different.
Yeah.
I had a high.
I mean,
ankle
when you
sprain.
got a high ankle sprain, you can't walk.
I
on that.
said it hurt for
Yeah.
for at least like 2 weeks. I wasn't.
I've got
I
a
said-
groin injury before.
Yeah,
Groin
groin
injuries are
injury.
bad.
That took me out for like
Groin-
a month.
groin
Those
injuries,
are bad
yeah.
because-
I was out. I
because
was hurt,
they don't heal the
like,
same.
at
Yeah,
school
that's
for like
in
a
here.
month.
Yeah,
they don't-
that's,
they don't heal
and
the
you
same.
can't
I
walk.
can't
you can't
walk.
go up no
Nope.
stairs.
It
And you
hurt.
know you need
Groin-
all them stairs and
groin
shit.
is
I got
Heck no.
bad. That's a bad injury.
I got an 11th grade. Like I was playing football and I fell, and like my groin just hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, groin
Yeah.
injuries.
Them
are
groin,
bad.
LeBron hurt his groin. He was out for basically the whole year.
Almost
For
like 3 to 4 months.
Didn't somebody was their knee or something?
Hyperextend.
Yeah, hyperextension. Did
No.
you say?
No, Mostert had it was MCL sprain.
Yeah, MCL.
That's the same thing. What's the name of it? Kittle. So Mostert probably won't play next game.
But football
Kittle,
is like hella physical.
yeah, it is.
It's just
You're gonna get
and
injuries.
it's getting more physical. Like it just gets more and more physical. People get stronger and faster and bigger. So the hits are.
That's why I was when I saw the injuries and stuff, I was like, football will always be my first love because it's the first sport I played. But
it's getting dangerous.
But that's another reason why players don't like playing on turf. You get injured more frequently on turf. That is true.
I used to love playing on turf though.
No, you get injured more frequently on turf.
Why? It's because like the way your feet hit the ground, like
it's just something about turf. Like it's not the same as grass.
I feel that your feet don't go all the way down. You know.
Were the Giants at home today?
What's his name got hurt right now? Yeah, bro. Like people are just getting too and like the pads. They saying that the pads are getting like smaller.
Well, people want smaller pads because
nobody big still.
I mean, yeah, but if you get hit, like protect yourself, bro.
But
like, damn.
Yeah, but like you see more leg injuries now and everything. You see more torn ACLs, torn Achilles. Like you see.
You think
players are
pushing themselves
rib
too much?
You don't hear a lot of.
I think it's a combination of turf and just you gotta tackle low now. You can't tackle high really anymore. So I think it's.
I think it's people like football is like getting to a point where not even like getting to a point, but like just players are getting faster, stronger.
Yeah, they are.
More technology is being used so players can do that. Their bodies are being pushed to the limits.
Yeah.
And your body's like, let's be real, bro. Like your body's not meant to be brutally injured. Like they're getting fucked up every week. Literally, you're fighting every week.
Yeah.
And you're doing this for years of your life.
That's why
you don't see them play their whole till 40.
Yeah. That's why you see a lot of players retiring early, like Calvin Johnson. Calvin Johnson said he was taking painkillers almost like every week.
Bro, this shit's crazy, bro.
Like, every day at practice, he was taking painkillers.
Like, I didn't know football was this physical. Like, I didn't know.
I was having a discussion with my friend, and he was like, they should do football like the NBA, the playoffs. I was like, are you fucking crazy?
Oh, that wouldn't
Are you
work.
fucking crazy?
That wouldn't work.
You don't. Do you see
them adding an extra playoff team and extra game? The season is already going like hurt them.
Yeah, but like
you see already
every other game.
You see already they didn't even have preseasons, and so you didn't get all those preseason injuries.
Exactly.
They still getting injured a lot.
Damn.
They still getting all these injuries. So football is a game where you gonna get injured.
That's why some people think it's gonna be obsolete in like
no, it's not
50 years.
No, it's,
Bro, you already have less and less people playing football.
I don't think so.
That's a big thing.
No, you already have parents
we do get less people because at uni I don't think we had a football team one year because nobody played.
Like you didn't have a JV team or you
had
a
JV team. There we go.
And you have like how many players how many players can you have on a football team? Like the max.
Well, in NFL you have up to 40.
No, that's 53.
53.
Okay. Bro, at high school, bro, I see like 30 kids max.
Yeah.
Not even.
High school is probably like 30.
25.
But our year was like 22.
Like 22 exactly. Yeah. Like, bro, like not these kids, but like you really gotta watch yourself playing football. You gotta protect yourself.
Yeah.
Me personally, I enjoy playing football.
I don't think football's gonna go nowhere because it's still the most popular sport in America.
In America, that's the problem right there. In America,
no, it's not. They'll be fine if they're the most popular sport in America. They're still a wealthiest sport in
but
America.
Like the reason why the NBA and the NFL are two different things because the NBA like took off worldwide.
They still don't make more money.
They might be the second best.
They still don't make more money than
You can argue.
But
they're the most.
However, basketball in general. Or like
the NBA does not make more money than
I'm not talking about the NBA. I'm talking about basketball. Of course, the NBA is not going to make more money than the NFL.
That's what I'm saying. The NFL is the it's a
the NFL
business.
has stadiums. The NFL, of course,
it's a woman business. Their owners make the most money out of I think pretty much out of.
But the NBA is worldwide. NBA basketball as a whole makes more money.
Basketball is a well-known sport in the world.
Yes, football
isn't.
Bro, I went to Africa. I went to Africa. People didn't even know what American football was. I swear. I went to Nigeria. I swear, I had to explain it to one of my cousins. What football was.
Football is not.
That's not. The two sports that are international that I know of is basketball and soccer. Those are the only two that I know of that are really like international. Everybody plays those.
Baseball is international. That's what I'm saying. Like hockey's international.
hockey ain't as international
They
as
got
not
people in
as
Canada playing hockey.
not as those.
Not as, but
But
like
soccer
Those are
is
only two countries.
soccer is
I
still the
do-
most popular in the world, like by far.
So, yeah,
Soccer,
soccer.
because that shit.
And then you got tennis.
Tennis
everywhere.
is tennis is.
But tennis is still like tennis. Nobody really like.
No, bro.
No,
You'd be
people play
surprised, bro.
tennis.
Tennis players make the most of
People
them.
play tennis, but I'm like
Baseball
it's
and then
probably-
tennis.
No,
It's not
tennis
number.
players
It's not
make-
number two.
They make a lot of money.
Bro.
I'm saying like
especially
the
in-
sport, like the fans.
No,
it's probably second.
You're only
in, like,
saying
I
that
mean,
because you're
it's
in
probably
America,
third.
bro. Tennis is worldwide, bro.
I know it's
Tennis is
worldwide, but I'm saying like it's like they have it. Episode 4 in the books. Episode 5, I plan on having a special guest for y'all and us. I'm not gonna tell y'all what it is, but y'all see. Please make sure to subscribe, leave a like in the comments. All 3 of our social medias, including Jameal's social medias, in the description. Give us a follow. See where I tweet all my NBA takes. And yeah, we out. Peace.
Peace out.